Some of you may remember me telling the story for years and years over my first visit to Lebanon. Because of all I learned there, this was in the dark days of the nation just being in turmoil in the 80s, I think it was, maybe even the late 70s. And the nation was beginning to look like a nation in ruins. And as I was sitting in the van with my good friend Sammy Dagher, the Lebanese, who's yay-high, built like a teddy bear, with a passion that said good morning with more energy expended than a lot of people would expend in a whole speech. How are you, my brother? Good morning to you. Sit in the van with him, and then you find out that van moves more by prayer than any engineering sophistication under the hood. And we are chugging along in this, and at the back of his bumper says, "Man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds from the mouth of God." And I was wondering why he had to be so brazen about his witness in the middle of all that Palestinian threat. But that's Sammy, he knows no fear. And so we are chugging along in his van, and all of a sudden there's a roadblock of Syrian soldiers. They are keeping us from moving, and we're staring at machine guns. And 2 or 3 of the boys come and ask us both to roll our windows down. And we roll the window down and the barrel of the gun, one towards me, one towards Sammy. And Sammy says, "Hello, how are you?" So the guy says to Sammy, "Do you have any explosives, any dynamite in this van?" Sammy says, "Yes, it's full of dynamite." I said, "Lord, this guy is weird. I don't know why you put me next to him." And then he puts his hand out under the tarp on top of the van, and he pulls out a red New Testament, and he gives it to this man. And he says, "This is the dynamite. The car is full of it. It's not the kind that will hurt." He just looks at it. He decides he's going to talk to me. He says, "Hindu," which is Arabic for Indian. At that point, I was willing to say yes to anything. I said, "See, yes, I'm Indian." I'm quoting him now. He steps back, salutes me, and says, "Indira Gandhi Mubarak. Give my greetings to Indira Gandhi," as if Indira Gandhi and I played marbles together, you know. I said, "I'll be happy to take your regards to her anytime I'm with her personally. I will give it to her." He waves us on, and Sammy pulls up on the side of the road, and he says, "Brother Rafi, for years and years, I've been so angry at what's going on in my beloved country. It used to be called the Pearl of the Middle East. And now I see 50,000 Syrian soldiers in my country. It angers me. They are telling me what I can do and can't do in my country. They are foreigners. They do not have a right." He said, "I got on my knees one day and I was pounding my fist on the mattress. Said, 'God, what are you doing? What are you doing to my country?' And he said, 'I heard the Lord so clearly saying to me, Sammy, for all these years you've been praying to me, asking that Syria would open the door to missionaries. Isn't that what you've been praying? And because Syria has not opened her doors to missionaries, I have sent 50,000 Syrians to you, and you are still complaining to me.'